We're here with the two winners of the 2012 Wackem College Open. And what's y'all's name and what school do you go to?
Bryant Crowell.
Alex Posey, Kennesaw State.
What'd you win the tournament on?
Well, a little bit of everything. We were throwing a topwater prop bait early in the morning on day one, and then that bite kind of died off on us. We had to transition over to drop shot and deep brush and so on. We're using that Wackem LJ's Obsession worm. It did us well. It did us well.
Yeah, I mean, our bite totally died off today. We didn't even see any bluegills up shallow anymore, so that kind of told us that we needed to kind of come up with Plan B, and Plan B was running to the south end of the lake and just fishing brush piles that we know, and we just, throughout the course of the day, we hit a bunch of them and struck out on a bunch of them, but by the end of the day, we managed to just squeak out 5 fish, just drop shotting and looking at them on the electronics, whack 'em worms. It's hard to beat.
Were you throwing the same thing in the cup?
I wasn't, no. I had to switch it up that day. The way this lake's fishing right now is that there's 2 things going on. One is shallow largemouth, and when I mean shallow, I mean this shallow. And then obviously it's fishing for spotted bass down the lake a little bit deeper, 30 feet is usually where you want to do it. But when you're fishing for the largemouth, you just burn the bank up and just look for fish around bluegills. Look for bluegills, look for fish around bluegills, fish the back pockets, throw your topwater bait back there, and then obviously the drop shot thing, you just got to have a bunch of brush piles marked. That's the main thing. You just got to, most of the time when we're practicing out here, we just ride the boat around and look.
Just look, and then really don't even fish hardly. You just ride around, ride over it, take your graph out, make sure everything's set up right, make sure you have it marked in the right spot, make sure there's fish in it. Keep on going. You sit there and sore mouth those spots, and they don't like it. They don't do well.
That's right. So you really don't know what's in your brush piles until you go fish them. But the main thing is being good with your electronics out there, and have on the other end of the spectrum, having good accurate casts, getting around dock cables, getting up inside docks for the largemouth.
Awesome. And are you liking the Open?
Yeah, we had a great time this week. It was a grind today. We really didn't think we had it. We struggled so hard that we just thought we coming in. I was kind of conceding it. I thought that somebody else was going to beat us.
It's going to be done, and we'll do what we do and see how it plays out. It was a grind. It was a tough day, but it's one of the more memorable tournaments I've fished. It was awesome. It was a lot of fun. The Wackem guys put on an awesome tournament. Can't thank them enough for doing all this for us.
Yeah, it really was a well-run tournament from the meeting all the way through today. Just want to thank the Wackem guys. We had so much fun. So thanks for having us.
Congrats.
Thank you, buddy.
Thanks, Will.